Finger Me Sweetly, I'm Jim Sterling for Destructoid.com. I'm here with Hamza Aziz. We are at PAX Prime 13. Exciting times. We've been playing Killzone Shadow Fall today. That was a video game.
It sure was, Jim
Hell
Sterling.
yeah. We played it with our hands and looked at it with our faces, and we're remembering it with our brains.
We're so good at our jobs.
We are journalists and men grown. So, Killzone Shadowfall.
Yeah.
I was excited for it, to play it at PAX. I often talk about not supporting so many big franchises, big sequels. You know, I'm not against them, but, you know, I talk about original games, indie games, all that shit. I am a big hypocrite when it comes to Killzone, because it is one of those games with the Halos and the Call of Duties, but I am a bit of a Killzone nut, so I was looking forward to Shadowfall, and we had a go at the multiplayer, played the multiplayer, which I don't think they've shown too much of in the past, and that was cool. It felt very familiar, but they did some new stuff with the classes, like it's not these set classes anymore.
You know how you're saying you're the Killzone guy? I'm the Halo guy.
Right,
so I don't know much about Killzone in general. What did you like the most here? Like you were telling me earlier, like they've taken elements from past Killzone games and kind of merged it together, like made this like cocktail.
The thing that pleased me was that they had the assault class and the support class and the something else class. It's been a long day.
Yeah.
And I chose support because that's how I like to play my games. I like to be the healer, the helper guy, you know. And they basically, with support, they've taken the best elements from some of my favourite classes from the past games. So you've got the spawn point set up from the tactician. It's not spawn grenades like in Killzone 2, but you can summon your own spawn points wherever you want. It takes a little time to set them up. So you've got that from the old tactician class, and you can send healing medic drones now to revive guys that have fallen over, which is obviously from the medic class. So support is basically a merger now of medic and tactician, which are my two favourite classes. So that's pretty awesome. And you can select, they had lots of different loadouts you could do. Each class, of course, has its own weapons and skills.
I didn't know what I was really doing. I mean, I'm a big first-person shooter nut, but like I don't know much about the kill zones. But I saw one class had a giant chain gun that could lug around, so I picked him and just mowed down everyone and won the kill zone.
Yeah, I was rocking the LMG and had Petrocite grenades. Petrocite being the MacGuffin energy source of the Hellgast. So you throw that, summons a big green cloud of radioactive energy that just kills everything in the vicinity. That was cool. The other new cool thing you can do is, if you win the match, you get to see the top 3 players. I was the top 1 player. So I got the option to kill, I don't know whether it's the top guy or the worst guy on the other team, but you've got the 3 guys on who were the best on your team, and this one loser guy from the other team, and all your usernames are above their heads. So the humiliation is being really poured on. And you just press a button, it just says execute. You press the button, and if you were the lead winning guy, you can just execute the worst guy on their team. Or the best guy. I just snapped their neck. I saw another one where they jumped on the other guy and just stabbed the hell out of him.
That's awesome.
There are lots of, you can actually choose, there are different options you can choose, and then press the execute button and just humiliate them.
Can we talk about how just fucking pretty the game is? Like, this is the prettiest first-person shooter I've ever seen. I'm so used to dark and gray and everything. This is just gorgeous.
Yeah, well, I mean, Killzone Shadowfall is back on Vector, the planet Vector, whereas Helgen is this. I'm getting a bit nerdy now for the Halo guy.
It's all fading over me.
There are 2. There's the bad guys' planet and the good guys' planet. And the bad guys' planet is very industrial, it's got some colour, but it's very red and black kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Vector is sort of this lush, verdant green planet with a lot of plasticky skyscraper cities and stuff. In Shadowfall, Helgen's been destroyed, so it goes to Vector, and like a big Berlin Wall around the planet, half of it's Helgen, half of it's Vector. So you're going to have this dark grey, clunky industrial stuff. And on the other side's the bright sunlight green stuff we saw. Yeah. So it should be a really interesting art direction, which to me is way more impressive than any of the big showy graphics and shit. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, not only did it obviously look good on a PS4, the design of it was fantastic, really bright, really popped.
A lot of details to everything.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, Drudges is huge. I love what they're doing with the DLC plans too. They're not going to charge for maps ever. They're just going to release maps as the game's out and everything.
That's a strategy I'm behind. I mean, they talk about wanting to have players keep their games and not trade them in and shit.
Yep.
That's how you do it. Give them a friggin' incentive, not an incentive they've got to keep paying for.
And not
actually
only that,
give them a reason to keep it.
You don't split the audience either. Like, all these different players can play the maps they bought. Now everyone just can play together.
It's almost like a good idea in video games.
I know, right? That's so weird.
It's fucked up. I guess that wraps it up.
Yeah. So, I mean, you liked it?
I liked what I played so far,
cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I had fun. I mean, again, I'm not a Killzone guy, but that was pretty solid.
That was pretty solid stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for watching. We're still here at PAX Prime. We're going to be here all weekend at Destructoid.com, so keep watching that. Wouldn't kill you, would it?
Dicks.